Yeah, yeah. I'm living my best life. Made a couple M's, you know. Said I'm living my best life. Said I'm living my best life.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Random Opinions, Reactionary Reviews. If you don't know who I am by now, you gotta get with the program. Today I'm coming to do a review on the episode that aired on General Hospital. Today's date is September 5th, so let's go ahead and get into this.
Anyway, sounds so girly. Yeah. We have scenes today with Carly. Yes, Diane was here. Yes, was feeling that. And Sonny. And well, basically, Sonny wants to adopt Dev. And so he even looks into going the legal route and adopting Dev by his legal name. Diane says that Sonny has just missed the benchmark because you could be able to adopt a child from another country if they're 16 or younger. But Dev just missed the mark. She says maybe it'll be easier to adopt Dev with his name that he's acquired in the United States. Carly was not feeling this. So Sonny is like, you know what, I'm sorry for springing this on you last minute, but what are your thoughts? She says it's one thing to allow Dev to stay with them. It's another thing for him to become a permanent element in their family. But she does tell Sonny, you know what, if the kids are okay with it, then we'll go from there. She was asking him, you know, why did he want to go that route and adopt Dev? And Sonny kept giving the same excuses he gives her for everything concerning Dev. He saved my life. He saved Dante's life. He's a good kid. Michael and Sam run into each other at the Metro Court, and Michael is clearly plagued. He's been thinking about Sasha's secret, and he doesn't know if the secret is big enough to blow them apart. He's kind of nervous. He loves the fact that he's with Sasha. He couldn't imagine life without her at this point, you know. He also knows that she's different from Nell. Sam gives him some good advice and lets him know, look, if she even took the step to try to be honest with you and she's gone that far to tell you that there's something in her past that she doesn't know, it probably isn't that detrimental to you, you know. And she also tells him that honesty is key. And if Sasha's trying to be honest, that's a good thing, Michael. Then Michael heads off to the hospital to see Sasha. Sam also heads to the hospital because she gets a call from Jason. We have Finn, Nina, Valentine, and Obrecht. They're all standing there waiting for Sasha's prognosis. Dr. Finn is like, look, there's nothing much that I can really tell you guys. He wants to do further testing on everybody that Sasha has come in contact with to see how detrimental this disease could be. Valentine is a little worried, and he lets Obrecht know, you are just as deep in this as I am. You are an accomplice, so you should be trying to help me. So Obrecht is like, you know what, I'll handle it. She goes to Brad, and she threatens to tell about Wiley. And so, you know, Brad was going to end up doing it. You know, at first he was talking about, I don't want to do this, da 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 da. It was like, Brad, you was going to do it anyway. She's holding this major secret over your head. You were going to do it. Obrecht does mention to Valentine that it would kind of be better for Sasha to just kick the bucket and die. And Valentine kind of took offense to that. It was like, you know what? No, because nothing is worth Nina becoming inconsolable. If she loses her daughter, she's going to lose herself. Valentine, you lying bastard. Valentine, oh my God. The way he comforts Nina, holding this lie all over her head all at once. Like, man, you are a piece of work, Valentine. Nina's pouring her heart out to Sasha, telling her, you know, how much she would give her life for Sasha and how she loves her, and you know, Sasha has to continue to live because they want to be in the future together. They want to be able to travel the world. And I'm surprised Sasha ain't just melted down and told Nina the truth. I know that Sasha really likes Nina. That's all I'm saying. I know there's some people that don't like Sasha, but I'm just saying how I see it, and I think that Sasha genuinely cares for Nina. We have Alexis, Kim, and Julian at Charlie's pub. Franco shows up. Julian is like, hey, you know, I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Julian. I'm Kim's boyfriend. And Franco's like, yeah, I already know this. Well, Drew. Julian wants to make it where Franco or Frankendrew doesn't feel awkward around him. So he offers him drinks on the house. And he's like, dude, this is your bar. If I had known that, I wouldn't even came here. And so he begins to apologize for what happened in the park earlier. And Kim ain't even told Julian. I'm like, ooh. So Julian's like, what happened in the park? And so Frankendrew realized that Kim hadn't mentioned anything. So he pretty much lied and covered for her and said, you know what, I upset her in the park, which he kind of did. So it wasn't really a full lie, but it was a little white lie. You know, I upset her in the park. I'm sorry. Alexis leaves out and Julian says, you know what, how about taking a rain check on that drink? Like, you gonna have to leave. So Frankendrew leaves out. He goes to talk to Alexis about possibly becoming his lawyer. Alexis turns him down. It's a conflict of interest because of Sam, and Franco has done some bad things to Sam. Julian asks Kim, how come you ain't tell me that such and such happened?
And Kim is like, because I knew that if I had told you this, that you would have dropped everything and tried to have a conversation with Franco, and I just didn't want this to happen. Da, 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 da.
Julian says, you know what, we need to just go ahead and hurry up and move. He already know. Julian knows within his heart something ain't right. We leave off where Cameron was trying to talk to Elizabeth, and she's so busy out the door, she don't know that her son is really trying to talk to her. She is so busy thinking about Franco and getting to Dr. Andre Maddox that she is like completely blinded by what Cameron is trying to tell her. It's just ridiculous to me. Like, Elizabeth, I know you got a lot going on, girl. I don't blame you, but you need to take the time out and see how well your son is doing. He's got issues going on himself, but I digress. She finally stops to hear him out after he pretty much raised his voice at her and was like, I have something to tell you. It's important. And he tells her that he's seen Dr. Kim Nero kissing Franco in the park, and that Franco wants to leave with Dr. Nero. Elizabeth seemed completely unfazed by it. I said, man, I thought Elizabeth was gonna go off the rails, fight for her man. She probably will in future scenes, but she played it cool in front of camera. I give her kudos for that. She was cool as Cool Ranch. I don't know. She did tell Cameron, look, you don't have to fight my battles for me. I need you to continue to be strong for your brothers and make sure they're okay. That was a good scene. I love Cameron. Cameron, don't even get me started on this kid. William Lipton, dude, you are a prodigy. Jason, Jordan, Mac, and Epiphany, they're all at the hospital going over Andre's prognosis. He's been stabbed twice. Somebody is trying to kill Andre. Then they're talking about that and Andre's alarms go off. So everybody rushes in the room. And you guys, it's because Peter, I think if I seen right, was trying to inject Andre's IV lines with something. I guess to get rid of him for good. Because he was standing over his body and he's like, Dr. Andre Maddox, you really shouldn't came back here. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I said, you evil man, you. I thought you was a good person. I feel betrayed. He got some nerve. Maxie gonna leave him for good. And I'm gonna clap and laugh and applaud. Shame on you, Peter. Andre went into SVT and then he wakes up after the doctor gave him a medication. And he explains what happened. So I guess Drew did find Dr. Andre Maddox, put him on the plane to get back to Port Charles. Once he got to Port Charles, he was picked up by a driver that he thought that Drew had sent him, but it was actually somebody that was trying to kill him. They stabbed him twice, left him for dead. He was able to get in a car, drive off to the hospital. And he's worried about Drew. So now Jason he's like, okay, Drew should have been hit Afghanistan by now. Everybody's tried to call Drew. He's not picking up. Let me find out, Peter. Let me find out. Anyway, so Elizabeth shows up. They fill her in on everything that's going on. Sam shows up and she's like, you know what, Drew, I still have my name on the accounts for Drew's private jet. Let me call and see what's happened. So she calls and they're like, oh, the plane never touched ground. it just disappeared and vanished in midair. So nobody knows where freaking Drew is. I'm like, oh my God. Y'all, real talk, y'all better give us a recast. Y'all better not say that Drew Kane is dead. Peter and Finn have a brief conversation, and he tells Finn to tell Anna that he's sorry. He misses her. He hopes that they can get better acquainted, and he's sorry for ever judging any of the decisions that she made. Mac talks to Jordan, and he pretty much has a suspect on his list already, and he thinks it's Drew. Like, Mac, no. You ain't right with that one. I expect that to come out of Jordan's mouth, not Mac's mouth. So you guys, let me know what you thought about today's episode. Do you agree with anything that I said? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell to receive notifications when I upload future videos. You guys, if you have an Instagram, please go and follow me on Instagram. I just created an Instagram and I'm excited. So I will see you guys later. Bye.
I finally made my mind, know that I can't go back broke. They saying that my time up, my back against the ropes. I hustle, got my grind, know that when I make the most.